this object to me is very much about the fusion of two cultures and two ways of representing the world. It's obviously made by an African artist in the 19th century, but with influences from European imagery and art. So I think for me this object symbolises where two cultures can come together and create something new. So,
well, I would be in an agreement with you on that. Obviously, my father doesn't share that view. So I can see the European influences, particularly on facial features of this.
Yes, it's not an African face,
no,
is it?
not particularly. Although I have heard that it was probably fashioned or likened to the ships, the figurines on the front of the ships, isn't it? Correct.
That is one theory, that a lot of the trading ships that came from Europe into West Africa were seen by the local African artists, and they drew inspiration from the figureheads. So that is possible, yes.
I mean, my first impression when I saw it in the cabinet here at the museum was obviously I've got this family history that comes with the object. And initially I just thought it was rather ugly. And probably also my views have been clouded about it, and I didn't give it an awful lot of attention. Probably because every time it does get spoken about within the family settings, can be some friction, so it's sort of something sort of hang back from. And I also have a younger brother who suffers from mental illness, and depending on how well or poorly he is, this object here can actually cause him a lot of distress as well. So when I began working with the museum and with the Whitworth Art Gallery as well, it was something again that I kind of held back from and didn't pay too much attention to it until just recently, when I was asked to lead the Whitworth Art Gallery on Revealing Histories project, which is celebrating, isn't it, the bicentennial of the abolishment of the slave trade. And so I was asked to read a certain document, and there again, lo and behold, my grandfather's name is mentioned, and this object was spoken about. So it felt a little bit like serendipity was at play here, and perhaps I had a duty to talk a little about the subject in relation to the owner that it had and the people that have come into contact with it.